about belly blasts, and I chose our topic of today to be bloating because sometimes you can feel like your belly is fat, like you've gained 1,000,000 pounds, and it's really just your body being bloated, and it's not actual. It's only temporary. It's only temporary until you get it out and you regularize yourself. So why does bloating happen? Well, I mean, there's several reasons. The most common one that people know of is, ladies when they're having their feminine time, their hormones change, and that can result in water weight gain and bloating, which, we all hate. Because what bloating is, it makes your tummy feel tight, it makes it feel expanded and look expanded, and nobody likes that. Nobody wants to have an expanded, full, tight tummy, right? We all want to feel lean, mean fighting machines with fit, flat bellies. Nobody likes feeling bloated. So yeah, again, girls get that during their menstrual time, but then also like if you've overeaten stuff, like your belly could become temporarily bloated if you're munching on a bunch of stuff. Your body takes time to digest food. Like you can't just stick everything in at once and expect it to just disappear into thin air. It has to go through the process of digestion, and your body has to get through it. Now, some foods are easier to digest than others. Some are hard, like beans and Brussels sprouts. I mean, I'm sure that you've heard that little song, beans, they're good for your heart. The more that you eat them, the more you fart, right? I hope you have anyway. I didn't just make it up. It's a real song. But the thing behind that song is that beans are hard for your tummy to digest. And so like when you get all clogged up with beans, and you're bloated from that, like your body needs a way to get that extra stuff out. And so burping and farting is a way to get rid of some of that bloating, to let your stomach do its natural process. Let's see, what else? Bloating is also, if you drink too much alcohol, or even if you, because alcohol has a certain effect on your body, so if you drink too much of it, and again, your body can't process it right away, you're gonna have gain from the liquid, and you're gonna have gain from all that stuff that you put into yourself. Also, interesting, chewing gum can make you bloated, and smoking too. Because if you think about both of those things, you're inhaling air, like if you're going to blow bubbles and stuff with your gum, you're inhaling air, which might not all come back out again. So that air gets trapped in your system, and that makes your stomach bloat. And you're going to have to burp or fart you're going to have to do that stuff in order to get it out. Seriously. So how do you avoid bloating? Well, don't chew gum. Or, at least if you have to chew gum, don't blow bubbles with it. I mean, most of you are probably old enough by now not to, but, blowing bubbles is fun, right? But just remember, if you're going to blow bubbles, you're going to trap air inside of you. So chewing gum, smoking, both of those things can cause bloating, so you want to try to avoid those. Also, if you have digestional problems, if you're lactose intolerant, that can cause bloating. So you want to make sure that, if you are lactose intolerant, that you find some other kind of dairy substitute, or like lactose-free milk. That'll help you out with that. And then also, watch the foods that you're eating. If you have problems digesting different things, then stay away from Brussels sprouts. Stay away from beans. Eat something different. Eat some spinach, or eat some, something else that's gonna be easier for your body to get through. So it doesn't get backed up, because a lot of times bloating too is caused from constipation, because you haven't, you got all that stuff trapped in there. It needs to get out. It's got nowhere to go, so it stretches. I mean, like I said, it's not a permanent thing. Your body just needs to get that stuff out. So make sure you eat a lot of fiber, because fiber helps push things through. I don't want to sound gross, but what comes in needs to come out. It just does. So if it doesn't, it gets trapped in there as waste. And human beings can have up to 10 pounds of waste inside of them just sitting there because it can't get out. So you gotta help it. So Eat small meals, chew your food up good so that your body doesn't have such a hard time processing it. Watch how much air you're taking into your system. Like, see, now I'm gonna get bloated. Just kidding. It doesn't quite happen like that, but you know what I'm saying. You know, what comes in has to go out. Bloating is a result of things getting stuck inside of you, and also like reactions to foods, and also it can be hormonal. So you know, just be aware of those kinds of things. Don't overeat, don't smoke cigarettes, don't chew too much gum, and yeah, all that good stuff. Chew it up good when you're eating. Making sure you chow it up good. All right, you guys. I will see you next week for our next workout. Woo! Yes. Good job today. Bye.